Hello YouTube, this is Keithy1980 and welcome back to Football Manager 2015 with Green Bay. I hope everybody's okay, and I do apologise if the last episode went on a little bit, but yeah, there we go. Can't always go as planned. Right, get straight into this one. As you can see, we're first in the American Samoa League, but I will go into the schedule first and kick off where we were last time, which was here when we beat the Utile 2-0. We then went against Panzer and comfortably beat them 3-0 with 2 goals from Tony Amani and a goal from Derek Savia. Then we went against Taputimu Youth. Another comfortable win of 3-1. Willie Arter scored the Nua, and the other Nua, I cannot pronounce their first names for the life of me. Then we went against Kiwi Soccers and drew 2-2 with them. It was an okay match. I think my team was suffering from fatigue and injuries, so I had to have all sorts of people in all different positions. But Talisa got off to a flyer, and then Tony Amani made it 2-0 in the second half, and then they got 2 goals, one 5 minutes before time and one in injury time, which kind of sucked, but what can you do? And then we went up against Pago Youth 1-0 win, which was a nice win, especially since they were touted to win the league. Then we went against Tafuna Jets and comfortably beat them 2-0, goal by Tony Amani and Leo Tutu. And then we went in the President's Cup and lost 1-0 to them, which was kind of bizarre, but would have been nice having that 100 grand in the bank, but it happens. Then we went against the Pago boys, beat them 1-0. Quite a few clean sheets. Then we went against Conica, beat them 2-1, which I was really happy about. And then we had a bit of a bad run coming on. Kiwi Soccers, we lost 2-1. Sorry, I forgot to tell you who scored then. Sima Patti and the Pago boys, and one for Tony Amani. He's been on form this season, and Lippo. And in Kiwi Soccers 2-1, it was a poor match. A very poor match, and an own goal didn't help either. But I think he was a striker. And James Afu scored the goal, and unfortunately Nua scored the own goal. Then we went to FC SKBC and we thrashed them. I was really happy with this result. This was another team touted to be at the top of the league. 5-0. Lepel scored 2, Tony Amani, then Nua with a penalty, and Daryl Williata. And I noticed in the last episode I was calling him Darren. No, it's Daryl. And then we came at home to Nau'uuli in the league, and we lost 1-0, which was quite appalling, as well as getting a man sent off and an injury. So things haven't been going our way here, and we're up against them today, and I'm hoping we can throw back a nice win. Unfortunately, we've got two players out, 3 if you include Ione, and also Daryl Talisa will be out with suspension. Financially wise, we're doing really well. We've got 131,000 in the bank, so I'm really happy with that. I don't think there's a hell of a lot to do until the end of the match, so we'll get straight into the match. We'll quick pick the team and see what he comes up with. We want to swap him around straight away. We're still struggling for midfielder centres that are fit. It's just been a bit of a problem for us, so I'm going to leave this team as it is. Let's just see if we've got another defender centre that's fit. No, because he's suspended. The rest of them are all in under 18s and the reserves matches, so boom. And our goalkeeper has actually been pushed out by Marshall Falal. He's been having a bit of a cracking season so far. After 8 matches, his average rating is 7, whereas our international ones played 17 and just shy of 7, so it's a hard one to get to grips with, but they're being rotated every now and again. We're getting quite competent now with our tactic. We're halfway to getting all the way up here, so next season we should be on full, fingers crossed. And yeah, this is the team, same shape which is fluid and standard mentality. So let's get into it, because we've already spent 5 minutes. I will show you the league afterwards. Let's do this, and then I'll do the rest of it. Get it out there, right. Tony Amani, he's still up front in goal, so we're playing in the white, Nau'uuli playing in the blue, and Noah's got the ball here. Will he? He's crossed it in. That's a corner in the first 20 seconds. Could we score from this though? That's the thing. We pass it short, and that's unlucky, but we managed to get the ball back up forward. Noah to Lutu, and crossed it in. That's unlucky. It's a goal kick to Nau'uuli. So good first minute of play here. Oh dear, they've got the ball. Amson, Maluko, Lutu's got the ball now. We're playing pretty well defensively. We are solid in the defence, apart from when we have a bad game, then we play really badly. Tony Amani is, it's a corner kick. That was unlucky by Tony Amani. I think it hit the crossbar. So we've got a corner. It passes to Lutu. Lutu should cross it to Tony Amani, who took his time with it, a bit too long. So here's the other corner to Lutu. This time it will be, oh no, it's not. Nua's got the ball. Let's see if we can cross it to Williata, to Lutu. Is he going to pass it to Williata? Nua to Nua, and it's over the bar. That's unlucky. As you can see, we're very dominant, and in the last game, Nau'uuli had 1 shot on target and scored the goal, and they had about 4 shots in total. That's how poor. And we had 15 shots and about 7 on target. Their goalkeeper had a bit of a screamer. That was good defended by Afu. Lutu has got the ball now, and we're pushing off Savia. Savia's going to have to find somewhere. Nua. Oh, what's happened to Tony Amani? Oh, what a bad pass by Tupuola. Yeah, I think that's how it's pronounced. Tupuola. That's a very, unless he didn't control the ball. Let's have to Nua. He had the ball, he lost control of it, and Tony Amani was able to slot it in past the goalkeeper. 1-0 Green Bay. So, Derek Savia's off with an injury, which is not good. So we've got to bring on a sort of not so fit midfielder centre in. I mean, we could switch Williata up for James Afu, but I can't see that making any difference to the squad. None whatsoever. We'll tell him that I have faith in him. Excuse me. And we're just going to wait for a nice highlight. I hope everyone's okay. Sorry I don't have the webcam on this time. It is a bit of a pain to set this up, but I hope you're following my open TTT with Shaggy Rusty, and that's a great goal by Nua. Yeah, I'll be putting a video up at least every 3 days minimum, 1 week maximum for the open TTD, and that was an absolute cracker. So keep an eye on that. I've also been doing some Half-Life, so keep your eyes on that. They've got the ball. That was great defending work. But they're on the attack at the moment. I'm assuming that was a lovely one. Tony Amani's got the ball here. Could he score? No, he can't. But he's going to run towards the goalkeeper. That was a lovely little tackle. But yeah, if you like the original Half-Life with HD, go and check that one out in my playlist. It's all there, up to 7 episodes so far. And it's a classic game. Really classic game. We're going to switch this guy out because it's not his normal position. And do I want to change anyone else? No, I don't. I'll set this up first. Mexico Mani, now he's pretty good for a youngster. He's only 16 years old. He's been playing really well. Do I want to? We've got midfielder centre here. There he is. He's my striker that's playing in midfield centre, trying to train some different positions because we just don't have the power for it. Here goes the second half anyway. We're all looking calm and confident and motivated, so let's make them changes. I hope that did do it. Yes, it did. So Willie Arter's looking quite tired out there now, but I've got no one to replace him, so I've got to leave him on. This is quite a poor second half. Well, it was until we got a highlight. The highlights to Neuer. It was on a yellow card. Lutu back to Willie Arter to Afu, and the goalkeeper comfortably grabs that one. That was a bit of a poor shot on his part, and he is an attacking midfielder, so he should be doing a lot better than that. There's no point making a sub. And Afu yet again passes back to Salapu. I think that will be about time. Salapu with the ball. Willie Arter, that's it. Yes, we've just won 2-0. Nice and comfortably. I'm really happy with that, because the last few, I think the last few live comms that I've done, I'm actually happy with what they've done. Normally I don't do that, but I want to keep the morale really, really high. They had an injury, I had an injury. They've had a lot of yellow cards as well, by the looks of things. But anyway, let's go on to get rid of all this. Neuer on form, and usually when they're on form, I just praise the last game and hope. Okay, fair enough. If you think you can play better, go for it. But let's have a look at. Let's have a look at our schedule. We can go on it there, can't we? Yes, we can. Right, as you see, out of 22 matches, we've lost 3, which I'm still happy with. We've drawn 3, and we've won 16 of them. We've got 51 points. Behind us by 17 points is Panzer, but they do have 4 matches in hand, so they've got a 5-point. I've got a 5-point advantage, so I'm hoping that carries on. FC SKBC is also up there with 33 points. They've managed to pick up the table quite a bit, but they are 5 matches ahead of Kiwi Soccers. So Kiwi Soccers can actually march ahead of them and go 1 point behind Panzer, if all the games went correctly for them and they won every single one. Down at the bottom of the table we've got Tafuna Jets, who've got a measly 16 points. They were doing quite well at the start of the season. And then we've got Pago Boys with 20, so yeah, 21, 22. Because last time I think it was Utile, the Livecom match, they were at the bottom of the table with only 9 points. They've managed to pick quite a few points up since that match. Let's go on to our player stats, and the average rating, we've got Daryl Willie Arter with 7.37, which is really, really good, and then Tony Amani with 7.27. So we've got 2 top players there. Ignore the games won. We will also go down to key tackles. We're not even in that. Key passes, we have Daryl Willie Arter with a huge 73 over Marshall Salau with 32. Conceded, I don't see the point of this, but you can see we're quite low in the conceded part. Clean sheets is Ito Salau, and Falu is 5th with 3 clean sheets. So it's between those 2 players in the clean sheet section who's going to do better this season. Yellow cards got Rapi Leota in joint second place with 3 yellow cards. Player of the match is Tony Amani with 4. He's 1 behind Tupiola with 5. Distance covered, we're running all over the place by the looks of things. That's probably why my players are getting so tired. Average minutes per goal is still Tony Amani with 100.94 minutes per goal. It's just over a goal a match. So shots on targets, Tony Amani was 66%. He's finally got his shot ratio up above Daryl Ione, who was on 66, but he seems to have dropped right back now. And also Daryl Willie Arter is in second place. One has to come in the attacking midfielder post. Alex Lutu has got 10 assists, so he's on top of the table for that, and Daryl Willie Arter with 6. So we've got 2 players in that, and the amount of goals is Tony Amani 17, 6 ahead of Daryl Ione. And the most played person is Tony Amani out of everybody. I think he's played every single match in the league, 22 league matches, yes. It was unfortunate that we lost lost the President's Cup, because that would have got us quite a bit of money, and I'm hoping the board will eventually allow me to change my facilities, because I asked for it just before I won that match. As you can see, we've got a director of football that we don't currently have, one head of youth development, one reserves manager, one under-18s, one assistant manager. We've got 7 other Greenbay staff, I think 2 are physios, 5 are coaches, and also three scouts. I'd love it if they allowed me to increase the scouting range. Would they allow me to do that? No, they won't. I can't pretend I'm not disappointed, but there you go. But I am currently untouchable. So the next match we will be looking at is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Conica. Conica should be the next match, but I can't guarantee. Unfortunately, we finish off with Conica as well. So, yeah, if that's the case, I just hope it's not. But at the moment, Conica is the one that we're going up against next on the live com. Anyway, that's enough of me babbling. You've seen all the results. You've seen a live con against Nau'uuli, which we actually got revenge on them, 2-0, which I'm happy with. Yet again, Tony Amani scores a goal, and he's just on form. He's on fire. But I think that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.